The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. When you look at this defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, it's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy now to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Kill, I'm gone. Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Niners very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
Right, let's go.
Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On second down, ETN once more. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. You look at this Niner defense. They enter play here, number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
They need 2. Here's third down. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's good for A. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Condors are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down throw for Purdy. That's Samuel, caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because
Possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. Handoff running left is ETN. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And it's caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Condors go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Able to fight through, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the 49ers.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's got this down to the 35. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The slot man in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Lawrence will throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game, but have the defense starting to anticipate the call.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Jones has it. Touchdown! Zay Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Condors have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Fights through him, not a crease. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Red on red.
They'll try the left side with ETN. Touchdown! Travis Etienne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? There he goes, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the gut, McCaffrey. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. 2nd and 3. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Purdy. And this head straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught right side. Shenault with it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. When the push came to shove, they stood their ground.
3-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to run with Etienne. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 108 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And quickly, they get to the line.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. In motion left goes Jones.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he's got room. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
13, Lou. I got him. Bill.
Straight ahead.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That's complete left side to Gray. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
Purdy on 4th down.
Escaping the pressure right. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Down there right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 27.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On red.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Bust through the tackle, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
122 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A short throw to Ingram, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he gets it down to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go. Hey, hey, check that. Check that. Check.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Purdy to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Purdy to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, taking off and throw it over your head.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
short gain the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Purdy to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
To throw is Purdy.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Purdy.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
Taking a shot for Samuel.
And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
Lawrence to a knee, and that will write a finish to this one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Buenos Aires, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.